The Last of Us was one of the most memorable and enjoyable experiences I've ever had in gaming in my entire life. I seriously cannot get enough of these characters and that amazing world, which is why I am beyond pumped for part 2. And even if it's still a few years away, Naughty Dog just recently dropped a brand new trailer and it was absolutely jaw-dropping. If you haven't seen it yet, please do yourself a huge favor and go watch it first before you watch today's video, because today I want to go over the first two trailers that have come out of this game and my theories as to what the plotline of the game is going to be all about. So in the new trailer, we see an unnamed woman about to be hung before she was saved last minute by some other unknown characters. A very, very intense and brutal trailer. I absolutely loved it. But anyway, everyone seems to believe that this woman is Ellie's mother during some sort of flashback, and I believe this to be true, and here's why it makes perfect sense to me. The attackers are oddly interested in the stomach or the womb of this woman, and they really have no reason to be. They're really hung up on it. I don't really understand why they would be, unless they know that this is Ellie's mother and that she is pregnant with Ellie. When she is standing on top of the bucket, one of her attackers holds a knife against her womb and says some weird stuff about sin.
They are nested with sin. Free them, that they may know my...
I think that the reason that the unborn Ellie is referred to as a quote-unquote sin is because it's known that she will be immune. Whatever group the attackers are a part of must be seeking out and killing anyone that's known to be immune to becoming infected. They could be doing this for any number of reasons, but a really cool theory that I've seen floating around the internet is that this group may see the infected as a divine intervention, and by seeking out and killing those known to be immune, they are doing God's work. A sort of cult that is hunting down immune people, and they're kind of justifying it as they're doing this in the name of God. It's kind of a cult weird thing. That could be a pretty cool premise. Now, before you start to blow up the comments with Ellie's the only one we've ever known to be immune, I'd like to remind you that the Firefly logs from the last level of the first game, they describe that Ellie was not the first case they had seen of being immune to the infection. In fact, they've seen a handful of other cases. And if this is indeed a flashback to before Ellie's birth, it would be roughly 14 or so years in the past, before the outbreak started. And it's possible that these immune people existed before Ellie was born. However, the cult may have killed off the majority of them who were immune, making Ellie's immunity all the more rare like we see in present day. Now jumping back to the first trailer we were shown last year, we got to see an older Ellie say this line to Joel.
I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
But who is Ellie talking about when she says kill them all? Does she mean kill all the infected? Because that'd be next to impossible. That's like millions and millions of infected. It'd be impossible. Or is she talking about the factions from the first game? Maybe the Fireflies or some of the other bad guys we saw? I don't really think that could be the case. I think she's talking about the cult group that we saw in the new trailer. I think that in part 2, Ellie finds out the truth about her mother being murdered after she gave birth to her by that cult group, and she goes on some sort of rage-induced rampage to kill them all, and that would be so freaking epic. Such a cool premise. Think about that. So she finds out that her mother was killed shortly after she gave birth by this group. We had this flashback moment. We kind of see what happened there. We kind of put this storyline together. We get to play as Ellie's mother for a bit, and then it flashes forward to Ellie figuring out that they killed her, and she goes on this just fueled by rage rampage to kill all the people that did her mother like that and killed her mother, possibly even her father. We could be seeing some more of that as well. We have to wait and see. But pretty cool plotline if you ask me. Another clue to this being a possibility is that one of the developers in an interview with Kotaku last year said that The Last of Us Part 2 is quote-unquote a story about hate through Ellie. So what would make someone hate a group so much they go on a murder mission to kill them all? Well, I think killing their mother fits that ticket pretty perfectly, and I feel like that could be a real possibility here. Of course, this is all just speculation as of now. We really have nothing really to go on. This is just people speculating what they want this to be, but I am so excited to keep this game. I'm just, oh my god, I'm off the charts pumped for this. Cannot wait to get my hands on this, even though it's, like I said, it's a few years away still. Just every little bit of information that comes out on this is just upping my pumpedness. I'm getting ready for this. I'm gonna go back and replay the original game like right now. I probably play it like once or twice a year. But anyway, let me know down in the comments down below. Do you guys think it's Ellie's mom, or do you guys think it's another female character we haven't been introduced to yet? I'd love to hear what you guys think on that. Love to get a conversation going in the comments about all that kind of stuff. Also, make sure you guys drop a like on the video if you guys are fans of the series or any of the characters or anything like that. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button and subscribing for more videos in your sub boxes daily. But until next time, guys, remember that it's always came back time somewhere. Till then, take it easy and peace out.